I should start asking this before the show. I always ask during the show, but do you have a Conspira3 game you want to do?
I have it ready.
You have it ready?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, since Josh is here, that's what we should get into. So let's
Start?
Okay.
Woo!
All right, settle down, Mike. You're peeking the mic.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Mikey's too excited.
It's okay. Here it is, folks. The first time in a few weeks, the Conspira3 game back in action.
We're facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
It's time to play the Conspira3 Game.
I love conspiracy theories.
Here on the Josiah Show.
From outer space, from another planet.
From outer space.
Yeah.
Another planet. All right, well, anyway, we are back now. We're ready to play, once again, the Conspira3 game. With Josh this time. We got 3 players as opposed to the usual 2.
Yeah, and I thought about it. The whole Bart Simpson, that's still on the table, but it's only if you and Mikey get it right. Like, remember our bet?
Yeah. All right, so it's in short, first we'll explain the game to... Well, Josh, do you know the game? Well, we should explain it anyway just for people listening.
Yeah.
The game is... Or I guess just because Jack created it, do you want to explain it?
Oh, you can give an overview.
All right, so the game is... Jack has 3 conspiracy theories here. There's one that's fake, just completely fake, one that is an actual theory, and one that is something that was confirmed as to actually be real. And we have to guess which one is which. And the whole thing he's talking about the Bart Simpson thing, whereas if me and Mikey both get 3 out of 3, he will shave his beard and cut his hair short to look like Bart Simpson again.
Oh, snap.
And if we both get 0 right, then it was something like...
I get to host the show.
Yeah,
And I shave my head.
It becomes the Jack show for...
Yeah.
Like a
For a
bald
day.
head, like full on The Rock.
Like a buzz
Yeah.
cut.
I didn't know you were shaving your head.
Well, I'm not, so...
No, yeah, Josiah's was...
Yeah, mine
Give
is
him
just
the show.
he gets the show for a
Yeah,
day.
okay.
Yeah.
But mine had to be something.
So yeah, I got 3 theories here. One of them I totally made up again. One of them was a theory that turned out to be true, and the other is just a theory, just a
Right.
conspiracy theory talked about online.
All right.
You know how it goes.
Well, let's hear it. All right, let's get
now
to
this
theory
one-
number 1.
This is
Wait,
actually
really quick. Sorry
Yeah,
to
yeah.
interrupt. Really quick. Jack, are you willing to risk, because there's a third person here, are you willing to risk if any of us 2 get the same answers and they're all...
No.
You're not really
It has
going
to
to
be you and Josiah.
Okay.
You and Josiah.
I was trying to give me and Josiah more odds, but...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's the bet. That was the bet, and it's
Okay,
gonna keep
okay.
it that way.
I see
Nice
your
try.
point. Yeah.
By the
try,
way,
Mike.
okay, this is a good. This one's gonna be good. I feel like this one's gonna be a little bit hard for you guys.
Okay.
But I'm gonna start doing themes. Okay.
Themes.
And so the theme for today is the Pope.
The Pope. All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's a
So
good
are any of you Catholic?
one.
I was
No.
baptized. But
You were baptized. Okay.
Okay, so show respect.
I'm gonna be showing respect to the Pope
Yeah.
always.
Rest in peace soon.
Well,
What do you
there are a
mean
lot of
soon?
them.
Well, he is pretty. He's probably gonna die soon.
Yeah.
yeah, I
But
think they're already
Francis?
looking for new ones.
Yeah. Well, I guess not. I guess he's okay. He's like recovered, but he looked like he looked pretty. It looked like he was gonna die for a while.
Yeah. None of them are about the
Oh.
modern Pope.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
This is just historical ones.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know anything about any of the popes besides the current one. So.
Well, that's good. This might be hard for you then,
Yeah.
Ah.
because
Alright,
this
yeah.
deals with real world stuff here.
All right.
All right,
let's hear
the
it.
first one, I call this one Big Pope Problems. Okay?
All right.
Basically, this whole theory is about the Soviet assassination of John Paul II, the Pope, back in 1981. All right? So basically what happened, I'll give an overview. There was an attempted assassination on John Paul II back on May 13th, 1981, where essentially there was I think it was a Turkish nationalist. His name was Mehmet Ali Aka. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I'm not. But he essentially tried to assassinate the Pope, right?
That's illegal.
And this was a big thing. Luckily, the Pope survived. But basically, the whole theory here is that the Soviets, the KGB, was behind it, right, and supported this guy and essentially paved the way for this to happen. Okay, that's the gist of it. There are details here about how I think John Paul II, the Pope, was actually notoriously against communism. All right, so that would be the motive, and he's pretty influential as the Pope is, and the Soviets got involved, tried to take him out. Godfather type stuff, Italian.
Yeah.
Yep, and it says the KGB was behind it, kind of like the CIA is behind a bunch of stuff. So that's the first one.
Okay.
Thoughts?
I'll say I know all that stuff about the early stuff, that there was the assassination attempt and that the Pope was anti-Soviet. I know that's all true, personally, because I've heard that before. So that makes me think, I feel like it either has to be confirmed as real or no, actually, I guess not. It doesn't have to be in it because it could have been, No, I feel like that has to be a theory because it's just known that he was anti-Soviet, and because the Soviet Union, back then was still like the second biggest, was like the biggest country in the world, only rivaled by America. So I think that's something that someone would have thought of. So I feel like that has to either be real or.
So you don't think it was ever confirmed?
I think it's an actual theory. I don't think it was confirmed. Maybe it could have been, but I think it's just a theory. Yeah. What do you guys think?
Mikey?
I'm trying to go with Josiah right now because I really want that bet to happen. Josiah, my only question to you is, I don't know anything. I didn't know about the historical stuff like you just said, so I'm gonna ride with you a little bit. But do you think maybe Jack knew some stuff about that, so he was the one that made it? Do you think? Because he said it's gonna be hard. He said this one's gonna be hard, right?
I feel like no, just because. I don't know. We never really talked about the Pope assassination thing before,
That's true. So I'm gonna ride with
like
Josiah for this round.
Yeah, I think the Pope is like the one assassination attempt we haven't made jokes about yet. So yeah, I think that we haven't talked about that before. But I can't be sure, but I think it's I'm leaning towards it's a real theory, but it's not confirmed. But yeah, I'm not sure. But Josh, do you have an opinion? Which one you think it is?
I mean, I'm thinking that's definitely a thing that could have happened. Like the Soviets, especially with the motive that the Soviets don't want the spread of
Communism?
Yeah. Wait, aren't they for communism?
Oh, no. So the Soviets, the Pope was against communism.
Yeah, and they wanted to
yeah.
stop his influence against their communism. So I could definitely see it happen.
Right.
Like for now,
You think it was confirmed?
Yeah. Do you think it's just a conspiracy, or do you think it was actually proven?
I
Or you
know.
still don't know
I'm
yet?
not sure yet. Let me hear the other
Okay.
two.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
again, I could have made that whole
That's
thing
okay.
up,
You
by
don't
the
you don't have to be sure
Yeah.
yet. Yeah, we still got two more to
I
listen to.
doubt it because Josiah just said it was a real thing that happened.
Well,
so.
the assassination attempt was real, and the Pope was anti-Soviet Union, and that was real too. I know those two things for sure. Yeah.
All right. Second one here.
All right.
It's kind of a flip of the coin. All right. This one's called the CIA Pope.
Oh, okay.
Yup. So basically, this theory posits that Pope John the 13th, I think that is, it's Roman numerals. Which, by the way, this is a different pope from the guy we just talked about.
Yeah.
Who served as the pope from 1958 until 1963, secretly collaborated with the U.S. government during the Cold War to counter Soviet influence. Right. So again, this is a separate guy. This isn't the guy that almost got assassinated. According to the theory, Pope John used his position as the spiritual leader of the Catholic Church to undermine communist regimes worldwide, and the CIA was kind of behind it all. The CIA made sort of back deals with this guy to sort of fight the Cold War, which was again just about capitalism and communism. So that's the gist. Let me see if I missed any details. The Vatican and the CIA. Public stance during the Cold War was one of peace and diplomacy. However, behind the scenes, the Vatican strategy are thought to be more directly involved in efforts to curb Soviet influence. So, I didn't miss anything. That's the gist. Thoughts on this? This is like a flip of the coin. It's like the other side. What do you guys think?
You go ahead.
So like the whole gist of the theory is that the Pope was hired by the CIA to help like counter. The
Kind of, not
Russians.
hired. He's not like a. You can't.
He
hire
was
the Pope's
he was working
services.
voluntarily, basically.
No, it's the CIA got involved with influencing the Vatican
But
and
they-
the Pope.
They basically just had the Pope do this.
Yeah.
influence.
Yeah, he was involved with the CIA.
And how did he influence the people to be
Anti-communist, anti-Soviet. He was essentially talked down on all that. That's
Just talking
actually
crap
happened.
about him?
Yeah, that actually happened.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I think I'm leaning towards it's real because I do know for a fact that the Pope, I didn't know which one, but during the time of the Cuban Missile Crisis, made like a public plea for like diplomacy and peace and don't blow each other up. But I can believe that he was in like talking with in in cahoots with the CIA. I don't want to say in cahoots because it makes it sound like it's illegal or something, but I don't want to make it sound like it's illegal or something like that. You know,
Kind of is. I mean, he's supposed to be a Vatican leader, and he's
but
he's in bed with the CIA, right?
It's not like he can be charged for it though.
Yeah.
But-
By who? The International Committee?
Yeah, but I don't think there's a law against that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
But I think it's true. But I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to hear the third theory to know for sure. But I think it's true.
I should have let Mikey go first because Mikey's just gonna parrot. He
Yeah,
wants that Bart Simpson.
What if I'm wrong? I mean, I could be wrong.
That's what I'm willing to risk because I honestly have no idea. I don't know.
You don't know anything about the Pope. You were baptized.
Mikey, this is
Were
just
you baptized by the Pope? Oh.
Mikey, this is just further proof that you're going to hell.
Wait.
Right?
Did you have the whole like catechism with the Bible studies and stuff?
No, my dad never did that, but he also never let me do the post ceremony. You know how they go to the front and they have the toast and have the wine? I never was able to do that because I didn't complete the classes.
The communion?
I don't know what it's called, but yeah.
And like the little bread and the wine.
Yeah, my dad never let me have it because I never completed the classes.
Okay.
That's a rule. You have to complete the classes to get that in Catholicism.
In Catholic.
Mikey, you're aligning with Josiah here. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I think the only thing I would say, maybe to kind of make Josiah like second guess himself a little bit, is does he think that the first one is the real one, and does he think the second one is the conspiracy theory not proven?
I think the first one's the conspiracy theory that's not proven, and this one that Jack just said is real. That's where I'm leaning right now.
That's where you're leaning? Okay.
Yeah,
I just don't know enough about that. Like, I just don't know. I didn't know, like, his first fact in the first one. So this is, like, it's either I completely just guess or I just go with Josiah, you know?
What do you think, Josh? Do you have an opinion?
Okay, what I think, I'm going to be a little wild card right here. I'm going to say this is a complete BS. You just made this up. That no pope was like influenced by the CIA to be like anti-communism, you know? Because I just think that's like an absurd thing for the CIA to do. I mean, I don't know much about the Cold War and like the conflicts going on back then. I don't know too much about American history, but I'm gonna go say this is the made up one.
And keep in mind, boys, communism is usually completely secular and anti-religion. So
That's
Yeah.
true.
kind of a
That's
reason
true.
why the Pope would
It is not sacred.
hate communism.
Yeah.
Is because almost all communist like regimes were no religion allowed.
Yeah. China, that was just the law in China, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, there was no religion allowed.
Christianity.
Yeah, they banned like spirits from existing.
Yeah.
For, like,
So just chew on
a
that,
couple of years.
Yeah.
Mikey. Chew on
I
that.
mean, you don't got to grill Mikey. I mean, he took my side on this. You
No,
know?
I like how hard Mikey thinks about these things.
This is a fun game, man.
Yeah,
This is a
Mike.
fun
You don't
game.
see him in the studio, but Mikey's pulling the thinker right now, thinking about
Yeah.
these. You know.
He's on his big limestone chair.
Yeah, with his fist under his chin, you know, thinking about it.
Really pondering.
All right, what's number 3, Jack?
Number 3. Hitler Pope. That's what I call this one.
All right, yeah, that's pretty
Basically, the gist of this theory is that after World War II, a lot of the premier Nazi, specifically SS, which is like the crazy branch of Nazism, believe it or not, they were like the hardcore branch. Basically, were involved with the Pope and the Catholic Church, and they not only helped them sort of escape to South America, but also sheltered them for a bit at the end of the war when Germany surrendered, right, to escape
bad.
to escape the Nuremberg trials and all that. Basically, that's the gist of the whole thing, is that there was a contingency plan for after World War II, where these Nazis were either smuggled to South America with help from the Vatican, not like the Vatican did this all on their own. They like supported it, they funded it, all that kind of stuff. And then also, some Nazis were sheltered in the Vatican too. That's the Hitler Pope conspiracy. What do you think?
I have a question.
Mike, you go first.
My question is just to make sure what it is. So
Yeah.
the conspiracy is the Pope assisted with these?
Yep. The Vatican. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. The Catholic Church.
Just how you go?
Well, I'm gonna say I think there's some merit to it could be real, but I'm gonna have to go. I think I'm gonna have to probably go with the pattern I'm already in. I think that's fake because have you ever seen this production, this small movie? You might have heard of it called "The Sound of Music" before. The
No,
Catholics.
that's the musical, right?
Yeah, but it was based on a true story though.
What is it?
Well, to make a long story short, the point I'm getting at here is the Catholics in that movie not a fan of Nazis. You know,
Was it the Catholic
Ooh.
Church?
it was just a Catholic church. It wasn't like the Pope, but you know.
Oh. Okay.
You know that movie?
No, I don't think I've ever seen
No,
it.
I'm not familiar
No,
with
it's
this.
a good. I mean, it's like 3 hours long, but it's a good movie.
All right.
But anyway, the point is, I think that's fake.
Now, I think it might be fake because also when you're saying that story, I'm like thinking back to like my history class. I'm like, I don't think I've ever. I remember people say that there's conspiracies about everybody fleeing to like they think Hitler's still alive.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's not that actually there were Nazis in South America like that escaped.
okay. That's okay.
Yeah, that's confirmed.
So that's why I'm like, then I'm trying to think of like when Jack is sitting in his room and ChatGPT is just there. What is he googling, man? Is he googling CIA or is he googling Hitler?
Yeah.
Is he googling Hitler? Yeah.
So it's just like
ChatGPT Hitler.
Yeah.
so Josiah, really quick. I'm just asking in terms of like what you're thinking. I'm probably gonna go with you, but do you think at any point the CIA one is the fake one and the Hitler one is the conspiracy theory that isn't proven, or you feel pretty good on your three?
I say the CIA one. I'll say if I was gonna switch any two, it'd probably be those two. But I will say, I still think it. I don't think the Catholic Church would help the Nazis.
Okay.
That's how I feel like.
Okay.
I don't think they. I don't. That's just how I feel. But I could be. I don't know. I could be wrong here. But that's
No, I'll risk it with you,
I
dude.
mean, the Nazis were religious, no?
No, they weren't.
They weren't.
They didn't pray Christian religion, no?
Well, yeah, some of them were pagan. That was like the hardcore SS.
Oh, because I remember a while back, there was this person online giving their story. So their grandpa fought in World War II, right? They were like American side, and their grandpa survived, but like he heard like down the line in the trenches, because he was like praying, and then down the line the German guy on the other end was also praying to God.
Yeah. Well, see, there were Christians in Germany. Like they were Christians before the Nazis, and then the Nazis took over, and some of them they like kept their
So
Christianity.
kept the faith.
But the Nazis didn't really.
Not like that wasn't like part of their.
No.
But what about they had like they had like a thing embedded, like Hitler had it embedded like in the Nazi
Iron Cross.
Yeah, something.
It kind of
like
looks like the Templar. That's what it was based off of. But it wasn't a religious thing. It was a Nazi thing, a German thing.
If I might be misremembering this, but he had like a quote that's basically like, "If God wills it, like God will help us."
Yeah,
Do it. Or
they kind
something
of
like
used
that.
they kind of used it to kind of influence people, but they
Yeah,
weren't
yeah.
officially like Christian or anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So any thoughts though about the actual?
About the conspiracy?
Yeah, you
Okay,
think the Pope helped the Nazis?
Or you think Jack made it up, or you think it was confirmed true?
Okay, I'm thinking it might be a conspiracy, but it hasn't been proved true yet. It's just like
Yeah, just a
it's
conspiracy
just
theory.
still up in the air.
Unconfirmed.
Because I have heard like there were like Nazis in South America.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah, the thing that that's true. So,
Yeah.
well, I'll say that I guess how we'll wrap up is I'll say what I'm locking in with, and I guess I'm speaking for Mikey as well because he's just doing what
Mikey's
I'm.
doing the United
I'll speak
Front.
for both of us, and then Josh, you can tell us your final answer.
All
So
right,
I'm saying the Pope, the assassination, is just a conspiracy theory, but it does actually exist. The CIA thing is true, and then you made up the thing with the Pope. I mean,
third one?
They're all the thing with the Pope. The thing with the Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. I
Wait,
may be
so-
wrong. I don't know, but
You're going with number 1 is a conspiracy theory, number 2 is conspiracy proven true, and number 3 is made up. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
You're
Yeah, I'll go
locking in
that
your answer too.
Yeah, I'm locking that
See,
one.
that's the only reason because they want to see Bart. So he's,
I mean,
he's going
look,
the.
I'm just answering it when I think it's true. Mikey's gonna follow me because
the thing
he
is-
Now,
doesn't
keep
know.
in mind, it's also a risk.
Yeah.
I might get the show. For
But
a day.
the thing
Oh,
is,
no, you might host the show for one day. Oh, that'd be too bad.
Well, and it's Mikey's hair.
I'm okay with it. I
that's
do that all the time.
that's
so
Mikey's risk,
During
yeah.
COVID, I did it. So
Yeah.
What
the
if you
thing
go
is-
like full bald?
I've done that. Like literally, one time I shaved my head so thin that my eyebrows had more hair than my head did.
Oh shit. That's you should do that.
Mhm.
But okay, so for my answers, what I'm gonna go in with is for the first one about the assassination.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's the conspiracy that was proven to be true.
Okay.
The Soviets and the Pope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And about the CIA Pope, I don't know. I just feel like it's just a load of baloney. I don't know. I'm probably wrong, but I'm gonna say that's the one that Jack just made up.
Made up with the CIA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and for the last one, that's gonna be the one that's
Just a conspiracy.
just a theory. Yeah, not proven to be true.
People
yeah.
theorize that the Pope helped them out.
So you're going
Yeah.
1 is true, 2 is
Mhm.
made up, 3 is just conspiracy. Okay.
All right, so it's
That's-
kind of
That's what I'm going with. Yep.
all right. Well, there you go. I mean, we didn't choose the same answers for any of them, so yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
all right. Well,
I bet I go 0 for 3.
we've yeah. I'm going 0 for 3. But all right, we have, which is bad if I go 0 for 3 because then Jack wins. But
Hey
whatever.
man, this is like hitting the casino. We're going.
Yeah, I'm putting it all on black. Man.
Here we go.
All right, so Jack, what are the results for this?
Eat my shorts.
Yeah, yeah,
No, Josiah and Mikey won.
yeah.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, you guys won. And Josh, you're
That's all
completely
you
wrong.
decided?
Yeah. Wow, I am very surprised. Mainly because the Nazi one at the end, I thought you would know this, but the Pope and the Catholic Church did help the Nazis a lot during World War II.
Oh, seriously?
I thought you would have known this. Yeah, you could look it up right now.
That's.
I'll
I'll look that up
They
later.
like Hitler and the Pope met all the time, and like he helped them influence. And so I thought that would, for sure you would know that, but you didn't, and that worked in your favor.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
No,
You
my knowledge
decided?
my knowledge of the Catholics from World War II is just based on the Sound of Music.
Yeah. It's a musical. Okay, so that means that the very first one is just a conspiracy theory. There were some KGB stuff that kind of suggested that they thought about helping the assassinate the Pope, but they ultimately didn't, or nothing's came out that's confirmed it. So that's just a conspiracy. It's totally confirmed that the CIA worked with the Pope during the Cold War. Yep. Let me read the actual
Aren't you glad you listened to me,
Evidence.
Mikey?
I am.
papal
I am.
diplomacy. Let's see. Yeah. Well, Pope John. Yep. Declassified documents and historical research indicate that he and the Vatican, CIA and the Vatican played a significant, albeit subtle, role in supporting Western efforts to resist Soviet communism. So this is official. And then I made up the Nazi one. And you know what's crazy is I had 2 options at the end that I chose from. It was either I was going to say the Nazis were helped by the Pope at the end, which I thought would have gotten you guys, especially because I was counting on Josiah knowing the actual history.
Yeah.
And then there was another one I had cooked up that was more, I feel like more believable, if you didn't know the thing, where it was the Pope's involvement in MK Ultra, which you know about that.
Mortal Kombat.
No. MK Ultra was a CIA experiment to see the effects of like mind control and brainwashing and like subliminal messaging and LSD. Yeah, sleeper agents. And I feel like that tied with religion can be pretty believable.
Yeah.
But I ended up not going with that one. I ended up going with the Nazi one.
Yeah.
Specifically because at the beginning, Josiah, you were like pulling out like, oh yeah, I knew about this. I know about this.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's definitely gonna know that Nazis worked with. I thought that would have been a curveball.
No.
Because that is
yeah.
totally
I
confirmed.
didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Jack, if you did any other topic that was like even close to maybe what I know, maybe like I could stretch on a branch and I would know it, I wouldn't have gone with Josiah's 3. But because I knew nothing about it.
I thought you maybe would because you're
No.
like the most religious out of all of us.
No, I know
You
nothing.
don't know anything
about
about the Pope or the Catholic Church.
Like, yeah, no.
Wow.
Who's the
okay,
current
you know
pope?
what? Next time,
Huh?
Who's the current pope? Go.
Francis?
Oh, there you
Just
go,
because
yeah.
you said it multiple
next time,
times?
Mikey, it's
You didn't
gonna.
know that before this? That the Pope
Like I
was-
knew there was a Pope Francis, but if somebody said what's the current Pope right now, I'd be like,
Yeah,
I would guess Pope Francis, but I would not feel safe with
Pope John? Like Papa John?
Look, next
Come
time,
on.
Mikey, it's gonna be a Mikey
it.
centric
It doesn't have to be
theme.
a Mikey centric. It could just literally be like me reaching for an apple, but because I couldn't even reach that apple, I just went with Josiah.
But
Yeah.
this is not just you don't know about the Pope. Like the topics on it, you don't know about the Soviet Union. You don't know about World War II. You don't know about.
I actually know more about that than what we talked about right now. Like I
But
like
see, those were ingrained in them.
but I just knew nothing about the Pope. That I was just like, Josiah, what's your play?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
Decide what we think.
Hey, we won.
well, I thought I didn't know either, but he coincidentally, for 2 out of 3 of them, chose stuff I knew. So, about the assassination.
And the one that you needed to know that would have made me win, you didn't know anything about,
Well,
which was crazy.
Here's the thing.
You overestimated
yeah.
the
Now I'm
size
kind of
the-
about the whole Pope working with the Nazis.
Yeah,
wanna
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, who was the Pope during World War II? Let me look it up.
I remember his face. He's got a pretty unique face.
But yeah, Josh, we play that
This
game
guy?
almost every week. It's pretty fun for us.
Yep.
I like it.
Pius maintained links with German.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
called Conspiracy 3.
How did that guy not get thrown out when the war was over?
Yeah, he developed alliances with Nazi Germany and fascist Italy, and even arranged secret negotiations with Hitler's envoys. So they that is real. Have you played the new Indiana Jones game?
No, I haven't.
There's a scene in there with Mussolini and the Pope, or like Mussolini and some Catholic.
Well, I could
guy.
believe that with the Mussolini because the Pope's in it usually Italian, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
how it works?
Did
Yeah.
you say a new Indiana Jones game?
Yeah.
What?
It's incredible. Have you heard
But you
of it?
haven't watched the movie?
I've heard it was
I haven't
good.
watched the movie. I haven't played the game either, but I've
Is it
just
like
seen.
Oh.
Does it play like Tomb Raider or?
Kind of. It's
like
open world, but it's like
Uncharted?
kind of closed open world a bit.
Oh.
But it's really high quality.
Really?
Yeah, you should check it out online.
Is it like same studio as Uncharted? Cause
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like
Yes.
Uncharted.
yeah, cause
It's
I
kind of a
played
similar
Uncharted.
genre.
Okay, I get
Let me
it.
look it up.
But yeah, Jack, dude, I love the board game Risk, dude. I like history. So if you did anything with just history, I would probably be like, okay, I'm gonna go off.
What do you
the
mean
beam.
that was just history?
But that was more about like
The
like-
Pope.
yeah, that was like so.
That's
I don't
history,
I don't
though.
know that history at all. That's like I'm talking about like more like war history, like
Yeah.
you know, Revolutionary War.
Yeah,
Civil
Indiana
War.
Jones and the Great Circle.
Mm.
It's a really good game.
Bro, we gotta. I don't know how the Pope did not get just thrown out when the war was over, considering what he was doing. But
See, how did you not? Oh, I'm angry, Josiah.
I'm sorry, man.
I have to go Bart now because you didn't know this.
Oh yeah. The
Hey, come on,
beard's
be-
gotta come off
being
now.
being Bart's got its advantages, you know.
Josiah, I feel like the facts you were spitting out are way more obscure than like this well-known Pope worked with Nazis. Like,
Well, maybe it is. Maybe they are.
no, it definitely was. Like, nobody knows about the assassination back in like the 70s.
Dude, the game's coming out on PS5 in spring.
Yeah,
For
it's
like
a,
a month.
it's a
Gotta
great
get-
game.
We gotta get it then.
I'd highly recommend. It's kind of reminds me of Jedi Fallen Order. It's like that level of quality.
Yeah, I heard it was a
Okay.
good game. I never got around to playing it, but
You guys have a PlayStation? Isn't
I
it just
do,
a
yeah.
Switch? Oh.
well, Sam had one and his ass hoarded it in his room the entire time. So
Did he?
he
I
had
wouldn't
one.
want
and
him to
he,
be game.
he couldn't have let us play.
I
it.
wouldn't want him to be gaming out there.
Bro, when we lived together, the PS5s were still like $1,000. He couldn't put it out there and let us play with it
For
once. in a
real,
while.
it was.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised. That little.
I had to get mine
Jerk.
in a drop, dude. One of my friends.
this is gonna cost him
Rich
the
boy.
election.
Oh yeah, we've gotten in like serious rabbit holes, Josiah and I, about if Sam wins the presidency one day.
Yeah,
But what are we gonna do? You know?
Oh,
Would
I
you vote for him?
I 100%.
I would
vote for him.
release-
Josiah says yes.
I would
because he lives
release
with
so
him.
much of the things I
Yeah.
know.
Let me see if I
By
can.
the way, to the listeners and Josh, Sam was our old roommate.
Yeah,
One
Let
of
me
the
see if I
worst.
can
We
fi-
won't say his last name,
yeah.
but he was one of the worst roommates.
Let me see if I can get.
I hope he's not listening.
I hope he is.
No, he totally is, man.
No, why would he be listening?
Yeah, he has no life.
He loves Josiah's show.
Let me see if I can just find the beginning of that story I did. That was like,
Oh yeah, we did
Yeah.
a whole ChatGPT prompt where I said write an entire screenplay about Sam winning the presidency and then us teaming
yeah.
up.
And then there's someone in this
And,
story
like,
we can't,
Power
we probably
Rangers.
can't mention by name, even because we kind of trash them as well. But
Oh yeah, his wife.
part 3, the rise of Sam Jang. The world watched in stunned silence. Whoops. The world watched in
Wait, you
stunned.
just gave the. Oh my gosh. He's very popular too, so people definitely know him if they're listening.
Dang it.
Who
They
knows?
missed
Oh
it.
no! What will we ever do?
All
Hey,
right,
no
we're gonna-
publicity is bad publicity.
Hey, that's life, guys.
Let's get out of. All right, well, it's whoops.
You want to move on, or you want to talk about
That's
the
I
scenario?
don't feel like it anymore.
Okay, all right, all right.
Well, I'll summarize. It was just funny. The story was funny because it's at the World of Washington's Sun's horror as he got in. And
Yeah, even though it's a democracy and people like voted him in, like he got the majority. It's like, what? How did this happen? It's like he was voted in.
yeah. Well, shout out to the Pope, the good
Shout out to
popes.
Sam.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Shout out to the popes who didn't work with Hitler.
So really quick, so
right, stop.
Josiah and I have won,
Yeah,
and the bet will be happening soon. I hope.
yeah, it will be soon.
Okay.
Who's
Shaving it
gonna
off.
shave you?
Me.
You?
What do you mean? I don't need somebody else to
I
shave.
don't know.
You want me to do it?
It'll be funny.
I can shave
We'll
your
do it
head
on air.
I can give you a haircut.
No.
You want me to do it?
I can buy some hair clippers at Walmart and actually give you a
Keep
haircut.
my shorts.
Yeah. Do you want me to rip that beard hair out with my teeth or something?
No.
What?
It's gonna be so much to take off. I've
You
been
want-
growing this for like a couple months now.
Yeah. All that hard work down the
Didn't you
drain.
say you were gonna do it anyway soon?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so it's not a big loss. But gosh, I thought for sure you would know, Josiah. You'd have
Yeah.
known the facts.
I'm not smart enough for that one.
Ah, well, see, but that worked in your favor.
Yeah.
You won because of it.
The stars just aligned for him to have the info he had.
Yeah.
For him to win this
Yep.
game.
Yeah. I'm smart in a lot of useless areas and dumb in a lot of different areas.